Hey everyone, Talking Dave over here, the dorky talking black guy that's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of Street Fighter Flashbacks. In celebration of the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter, I'm taking upon myself to share my memories of playing the games in the arcade and the console at that period of time. In addition, review and give my feelings on other Street Fighter related media. So, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact was a success, though not as big of a success as Street Fighter 03. So with those two games under their belt, Capcom decided that they should still go forward with the series, but learned important lessons from both games. But it also helped that rumors spread around that a rival company was putting out another game in that time period, which basically really looked very great, and Capcom decided, you know what, we gotta take another crack at this, and thus they released what a lot consider to be the very best game in the series, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Now, I know that I just said that Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is considered the best game in the series, but in my last video I said Street Fighter 3 Second Impact is my favorite. Well, let's get into the distinction. You know, my personal preference, I preferred Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. But what makes Street Fighter 3 Third Strike widely considered superior? And given that this is my favorite series of the Street Fighter franchise, there are a couple of factors. Let's start out with one thing that every Street Fighter game does: introduce some new characters. So everybody from Second Impact is back. In addition, we have 4 new characters. We have 12, who is supposed to be the advancement of the Necro Project. And no disrespect, but one character that I really didn't give a crap about was Necro. And when they brought out 12, I instantly preferred him well over Necro. And you could definitely tell that was an advancement and everything. You know, Necro had the ability to basically shapeshift, which was frustrating to me, but that's not the only thing that he was cool at. You know, his fighting technique was kind of basic, but the movesets were awesome, and he was basically like a mutant T-1000, which is excellent. You know? Then they introduced Q, basically a tall guy in a trench coat with a mask, whom is basically the biggest mystery in the whole franchise, because no one knows if he's human, no one knows if he's a robot, no one can tell who he is, he doesn't have a backstory. The only thing that they know is the CIA has been looking for him, and he's popped up in every freaking Street Fighter game, with the exception of Street Fighter 1, if I'm not mistaken. But somehow, they've confirmed that he's popped up every freaking where. Alright? Then we got Remy. Okay, of course Remy is the one character that I really don't like. He has Guile and Charlie's moveset. For what reason, I do not know. But he's supposed to be more of the emo metrosexual type. Well, no, not metrosexual, but basically he's the emo type that basically, like, you know, is supposed to be the direction a modern rocker was supposed to go, and, you know, the guy just sucks and everything. Even though it's nice that they have Suavete as a martial art in here, thus filling one void that the Street Fighter 3 series was missing, a kickboxer. You know, Suavete is French kickboxing. Remy was a... yeah, Remy was not really liked by me, and I'm taking it that a lot of people don't like Remy, because I remember in the arcades, people were saying, yo, if you gotta choose one person, always choose Remy and beat the crap out of him. So, yeah. And then there's Makoto, you know, a new karate stylist that is not a Sasuke clone and everything. Makoto is actually, of the new characters that came back, of the new characters, Makoto is my favorite. She has this really strict, stern, no-nonsense personality, and basically, she appears more of a traditional karate stylist, whereas Ryu and Ken and the other Asakusan fighters seem to basically take multiple forms of martial arts but have karate as the background. Makoto seems like a strict, traditional karate stylist. So, we have some new characters, which is awesome, but like in every other Street Fighter game, since Alpha, they decided to bring back a character from either a previous game or a character from a new game. And we get back a legendary character from the Street Fighter 2 and the Alpha series. Chun-Li is back, and everyone was going ape shit because Chun-Li came back. And Chun-Li is like one of those characters that everyone feels that basically is on the verge of Ryu and Ken of saying that you can't have a Street Fighter game without Chun-Li. Now, I am not of that thought, but anytime Chun-Li is in a game, I'm down for it. I don't think she's essential, but she's an awesome character, so it's great to see her back. So they hit it at the park with the characters, in my opinion, more so than the other games. Well, I actually like the characters they put in the other games a lot more, actually, to be honest with you. But, the general consensus were these characters were a lot better. So that's great. In addition, rap and hip-hop was becoming more mainstream at this time period. Not only in basically urban areas, but all over the world. And basically, the rap soundtrack was actually loved by everyone and further established that this series and this game was more about the streets, So that's a plus. And speaking about the rap soundtrack and all, the music, the background music for the characters was greatly improved, Now, again, I cannot dispute that basically, the beats for the stages for the characters are a huge improvement. However, me personally, I have a little beef because basically a lot of characters, well, not a lot, a few characters, they combine stages and they combined themes. For example, Ken doesn't have his own theme anymore. It's combined with Alex's theme. Yin and Yang, their theme is the exact same, Sean and Oro, their theme is the exact same, and these characters share stages. Now, I actually like the newer stages of pretty much almost everyone, with the exception of the fact that Sean and Alex have to share a stage. I really feel that Sean should have his own stage personally, and Ken definitely deserved his own stage. I really hate the fact that they had Alex and Ken share a stage. When it comes to the beats, however, I actually prefer, basically, there are a couple of beats from certain characters that I prefer in Street Fighter 3 that Second Impact that had their own. Like Dudley's theme and Third Strike, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer his Leave Alone theme in Second Impact, me personally, However, with that, despite that, the background music for all the characters are awesome in this game, and vast improvement. Another vast improvement is that basically you actually, not only do you have a character selection scene, you could actually, after you choose your character, they give you an option. They give you two characters to choose to fight, and you could choose either one, which I think is a lot better, and I wish they continued that, because, instead of just fighting one character after another, you could get an option of who you would like to face off against, and it gives you more freedom, and that's what I felt Third Strike did. Give the player a lot more freedom in the game. Now, the game mechanics are mind-blowing. For me, this was a game that I personally feel, and I see that a lot of people go to tournaments and play this game and earn a lot of money, rightfully so, because the mechanics of this game are mind-blowing. Oh my god. You actually have to, You strategize more so in this game. So not only do you have to know how to pull off the special moves and the super moves, you also have to know the mechanics of your character a lot more, as well as the mechanics of another character, and be able to adapt that more so. Ever since the Alpha series, they incorporated more combos and all. Well, really, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo they did, but it was established more and better executed in the Zero series. My fault. In the Zero series, the combos were better established, but here, holy crap, the combos in all the Street Fighter games, mainly in Third Strike, and I stink at combos, by the way, but seeing these combos getting pulled off and using the parry, excellent, So, I played that, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, I saw all over the place. So this was definitely one of the games that it was widely available, everyone loved, and to this day, it is still considered the best game. And I can understand why. Is it my favorite? No. My favorite still is Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. But I cannot deny the effect Street Fighter 3 Third Strike had. And basically, it's still to this day talked about. Despite the fact that we have Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 out, a lot of people still go to Third Strike, and it is a game that is hard to find, to purchase, on the internet, or in some places around here, without buying it for an arm and a leg, and I understand why, So, kudos to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. To me, in my honest opinion, the best Street Fighter game in the whole franchise. Agree? Disagree? Drop me a comment below. Give me a like. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm at TokenDave80 on both Facebook and Twitter. And, TokenDave80 on Twitter and TokenDave at Facebook. Subscribe and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the dorky token black guy that's just trying to get by, and I'll catch you guys later.